really did pass out. I did too. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do our first story time video. So we wanted to tell you guys about the time that Katie passed out at a concert. Yep. So let's get right into it. So you're probably wondering what happened. So it was the Foo Fighters concert and we had pit tickets to this one. So we were standing the whole time and we also had a few drinks. And earlier that day I wasn't feeling too well. I was kind of dizzy and then just lightheaded. So I kind of did feel that way at the concert, and then, you know, added the drinks on it. I was pretty dizzy at that point. But I really didn't think anything of it because I kind of been feeling that way for a little bit. And it wasn't that intense that I thought that it was a problem. So while we were waiting for the concert to start, all of a sudden I felt really sick and like I was gonna throw up. So I turned to my mom and I told her, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I think I need to go sit down. And so we started walking, and then all of a sudden everything just went dark. I couldn't see anything, and then really I just passed out from there. So do you want to tell the experience of when I was out? It was weird because when she told me that she didn't feel good, like she kind of was like pale, but like she still looked like kind of her, you know. Kind of just like naturally pale. It's natural. But you know, but then all of a sudden I just hear, I can't remember if I like, it was so fast. I turned around, I either heard you or just turned around, and all of a sudden you just were going down, and mom, like you fell in mom's arms like this. And she was just like kind of passed out, like looking at, but her eyes were open and she was like looking at everyone but not like really looking at anyone. Didn't you think I was kind of shaking? Yeah, and it looked like she was kind of like just going like this, like barely shaking. But she just didn't look like she was there, but her eyes were like open. It was weird. It was really weird. And then you kind of just like were sitting there and you're like, whoa. Like, I mean, let's be honest, I said, what the fuck, when I woke up. Because when I was coming out of it, it was just kind of like I fell asleep pretty much. It didn't feel really real at that point, and then all of a sudden I heard people yelling my name. It started off really quiet, and then it just grew louder and louder. And so I realized, oh my gosh, something happened. I need to be there. Like, I'm not there right now. That's just how I felt. And so as soon as I could see people, I was like, what the fuck? Because everyone was just like surrounding me, and I just didn't know what was going on. Everyone was just staring at you, and you were just sitting there in the pit, just like collapsed in my mom's arms, you know. My mom, not yours, you know. The concert hadn't even started yet. This was right before the what is that, the headliner came on. Finally like became where I could actually walk, because at first, you know, I felt just so weak. But then I was like, okay, I need to walk, but I need to go sit down. I need to just go sit down somewhere. And then did someone find a paramedic, or I think right when we were walking, my mom and I grabbed someone and said, hey, she just fainted, we need someone to come over here or whatever. And so we went and sat down, and all of a sudden I felt really hot, and I would just like had to take my jacket off, and this was like in winter time. So I took my jacket off and I just was sweating a lot. But I just kind of felt, I don't know, it was really weird because I just felt really calm, which is weird because everyone else was kind of freaking out around me, and I was just kind of just staring, I feel like. Yeah. And just didn't really realize what happened. Still not fully there. And then they came and checked my pulse, and they were like, my pulse was pretty low. And I think it was just because of how calm I was. I didn't feel like I was freaking out at all. I don't know why. It just felt like, I don't know. It was hard. It's hard to describe what I felt. But then after that, they put me in a wheelchair. And so I got wheeled out, and that was pretty fun, getting stared out. I keep on forgetting about this too. It was like a year ago. Yeah, so it was almost a year ago. Yeah. But yeah, so we started wheeling me out, and I kind of went backstage to see a little bit. There wasn't much going on. I went straight to an elevator, and then they took me up and took me into the little paramedic room, I guess. Yeah. And then I just sat there for a bit. They got me some water,
And then they asked like if I needed to change my seats, they could do that for me too. And it's like, okay, I probably won't want to. I didn't feel 100%.
Standing the whole entire time.
Yeah, I just felt really weak. I didn't want to do that. So I was just like, yeah, I probably do want to have a seat. And then we just stayed there for a bit, and then I was like good to go, and I was like, okay, let's just go do this concert, and then we'll figure out what's wrong later. So we went to the concert and went down to our seats, and apparently they were like front row, right at the bottom pretty much.
Which was
front
nice.
row seats.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were really awesome seats, which ended up probably better than the pit, because the pit was super crowded that night. So probably ended up being a little bit better, but still not the funnest to pass
when
out
you're
on.
feeling like that, yeah. Here is the dramatic reenactment. Come on.
Sweat.
Sweat.
Play it. On to the reasons why I passed out. So I did end up going and seeing a doctor, and they said that I was probably low on B12 because I am vegan and I really wasn't taking any vitamins before this. And so said probably B12 was the biggest thing, because it just sends oxygen to your brain, and I wasn't getting enough oxygen into my brain. So it made me pass out. So once that we went on to B12, and we also take iron as well, just in case. And then we got all of our blood work done, and everything's good now. We just didn't know that that's something we needed.
Yeah, so if you thought we were gonna get backstage passes because of her passing out, that didn't happen. We really did pass out. I did too.
Yeah, Hannah did pass out, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah,
if you do want to hear that, comment down below.
You know, we had to do the same things just to even stuff out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, Katie's okay now though, and the concert was still a good concert.
Yeah, definitely go see Foo Fighters if you can. They're awesome.
So fun.
Well, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this story time, please give us a thumbs up.
And if you want to comment anything down below, talking to us, or just asking us
Questions, you know, about our story times.
Yes. And asking us what kind of story times you want to see. Asking us? Just let us know.
Just
you
tell
know?
us.
If not, we'll just see you in our next video.
Yeah, and also remember to subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you know when we post. We will soon have a schedule for you guys.
Soon, we're trying.
Yeah, I think we are trying.
We ain't lying. So yeah, we'll see you guys in our next video. And you know what to do.
Peace. Peace out. That's what you gotta do. Peace out.